Today on Forbes, Rocket Lab's founder Peter Beck just became the world's newest space billionaire. Shares of Long Beach, California-based Rocket Lab USA closed at an all-time high last Friday, boosting the fortune of the firm's New Zealand-born founder and CEO, Peter Beck, to an estimated $1 billion for the first time, according to Forbes estimates. The company, which develops and launches rockets, satellites, and other spacecraft for government and commercial customers, has seen its stock soar by more than 300% over the last year. Beck's 10% stake is now worth nearly $970 million. Plus, he is estimated to have nearly $65 million from selling shares of the company over the years. Rocket Lab's stock jumped by nearly 30% November 13th alone, after the company made three big announcements. First, a record revenue forecast of $125 to $135 million for the fourth quarter of 2024. Second, a multi-launch agreement with a commercial satellite constellation operator for a larger, more fully reusable launch vehicle called Neutron that Rocket Lab has been developing since 2021. And third, a proposal with NASA to retrieve samples from Mars and return them to Earth. Cantor Fitzgerald analyst Andres Shepard notes that Rocket Lab is already the third most frequent orbital launcher globally behind SpaceX and the Chinese government. He says, quote, "There's excitement because the Neutron, which is a significantly bigger rocket than Rocket Lab's existing Electron launch vehicle, will compete to a degree with SpaceX's rockets and dramatically improve the economics of the company. Rocket Lab is the only one of those that can be invested in through the public markets, which is a big reason, in our view, that the stock has continued to run up." A self-taught aerospace engineer, Beck, who is 47 years old, skipped college and went to work in 1993 as an apprentice in New Zealand at appliance manufacturer Fisher & Paykel, where he rose through roles in precision engineering, production machinery design, and product design and analysis over the course of a decade, while building rockets in his spare time. In 2003, Beck moved to a New Zealand government research institute where he led engineering programs focused on optimizing technologies like wind turbines and superconductors, before leaving to launch Rocket Lab in 2006. Rocket Lab made history 3 years later, when its Atea-1 became the first commercially developed rocket to reach space from the southern hemisphere, after launching off the coast of New Zealand in 2009. The company moved its headquarters to the US in 2013, and began development of its Electron launch vehicle a year later. Since its maiden voyage in 2017 through September of this year, the Electron has propelled an industry-leading 197 small spacecraft into orbit as part of 49 successful missions. Rocket Lab went public at the height of the SPAC boom in August 2021, when it merged with a special purpose acquisition company in a deal that valued the company at $4.1 billion, up nearly 200% from the $1.4 billion valuation that Rocket Lab received in its last private funding round in 2018. Other than Beck, the 2021 transaction's biggest winners were venture capital firms Khosla Ventures and Bessemer Venture Partners, and Australia's Sovereign Wealth Fund, which had collectively acquired a nearly 50% stake in Rocket Lab over the course of 5 funding rounds dating back to 2013. For full coverage, check out Matt Duro's piece on Forbes.com. This is Kieran Meadows from Forbes. Thanks for tuning in.